My name is Shelley Lang with the Fulton County Department of Public Works and the Public Education Outreach Division. And this is one in a series of videos that we create in collaboration with the Fulton County Public Library to educate and inform about good water stewardship. Today we're going to talk about the rain stick. You're going to make your own rain stick, and we're going to try and find out from historians basically what the rain stick was used for, why it was created, and who used it. There's a little mystery involved in it. But today's project comes out of a book called Getting Little Feet Wet, and it is a early learning book from the Project Wet agency. They're all about water and clean water and the properties of water, but this is just, once again, Getting Little Feet Wet is just one of their books for early learning. Now, there has been a mystery about who created the first rain stick, and whoever created it for a particular reason, as a tool to invoke a rain event, so that the crops could live and prosper and that the people had enough water and moisture to live not just a little while, but throughout history, through centuries. And also that the entire world would have enough water, the animals, the reptiles, every creature on earth, every plant could live and prosper for many, many years. But one of the things that historians all agree on is that most ancient cultures had some type of rain stick to use in a ceremony that they created to call down water so that the culture could continue and the crops could grow, and of course, once again, the world could survive. We're going to make our own rain stick today, and I hope you've already printed out your directions and a little bit of information. There is a small little blurb, a little about rain sticks. So I hope that you will, after you make your rain stick today, that you will go through and do a little research about where you think the rain stick was originally created, but who used it and for what. So we're going to start to make our rain stick. The rain stick has a particular sound. It emulates rain hitting the earth or a shelter or something, but here's my rain stick. So I hope you can hear that. And I'm going to tell you what I have in my rain stick. And by the way, I've decorated it so that it's good for me and what I want it for, but I want you to be your own master of your own rain stick and decorate it however you want to. But the sound of the rain stick emulates rain, and once again, it's to invoke a rain event. I have rice, and I have a couple of beans. I have some bow tie macaroni, some corkscrew macaroni. I have a couple of buttons in here. You can put anything in here, but in particular, and this is in the directions, so I hope that you read them. I put one, you can put several if you want to, but I put one aluminum corkscrew, and I'm going to show you how to make that right now. You're going to take a piece of aluminum foil about this big, and you're just going to kind of roll it like this and squeeze it, and you want to make a spiral out of it. And I have found the easiest way to make the spiral is to take your pencil and wrap it around the pencil, and then remove your pencil, and you have a spiral. And the rice or the beans or whatever that you have in your rain stick will fall around this and through this and help make the sound of the rain. So to start your rain stick, and once again, I hope you've got all your things in front of you, you're going to need your paper towel tool, or tube, I should say, and you are going to have a top you're going to cover each one of these. So we're going to go through this particular part of it right now, and then you're going to make yours as well. I have provided some templates in the package for you, but you can use any template you want, or you can do it freehand. But this is the process for number one. You'll put the end of your tube like this and draw around the tube, and you're going to make two. So you'll put this on the paper like this, and this is a fold. So that's where you'll place your two circles. That's the first part. Then the second part is to draw lines about an inch. I happen to do this with a ruler. That's why it looks kind of uniform. I measured an inch out and created those lines. And then I connected those lines. And once again, you're doing two end caps. They're called end caps. Then you're going to cut them out. You're going to have two round circles that look like this. Here's one circle and then a larger circle, and there's your lines. And then you are going to cut those lines just right to here, to the smaller one. So you're going to cut here, you're going to cut here, 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 all the way around. And what you're going to end up with are these two right here, and they've been cut. I hope you can see that. And you've got two end caps with little flanges. Then you are going to take your glue stick. I happen to use a glue stick. You can use liquid glue. And you are going to glue each one, put glue on each one of these flaps. So I'm going to do that real quickly. So you've put glue on one of your first flaps. You're going to lay that down. Once again, it's going to look like that. And pull one of the flaps down and the other one. And then you're going to put a piece of tape to hold the first flap and then the second. And then you're going to do that with each one of the flaps. And what we're doing here is gluing and taping down each one of these flaps or flanges so that you're closing up the end of one end of the tubes. So I hope that makes sense, but if you read the directions, it should be clear, I hope. So what you've got is one end of the tube basically closed up. This is open, this is closed. Now you can go ahead and close up the other one if you want to, but I, at this point, like to, I'm going to secure this in a minute, but this is part of the area where I like to, or part of the time where I like to put everything in my tube. So the next thing that you'll do is you'll take a piece of tape like this, and you will wrap it around the top of the tube, and that further secures it so that you don't have all your things, rice or whatever, come out of the top. So I like to, once again, you can do one at a time. You can start decorating it now if you want to, but I like to put all my things in. Once again, I actually have rice in mine, as well as I think I have a couple beans, I have buttons, I have macaroni. But you can put things in there, and then you're going to put in your spiral. And you're going to take your other one, your second end cap, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put glue on each one of the flanges or the flaps, like that. Just glue those Just put glue on those flanges only. You don't need any glue in the middle. And you've got your things in here. And now's a good time to see if you like the sound. This one, quite frankly, I don't know if you can hear that. This needs a little more stuff going in here. So you can test it before you actually close it completely up. Once again, I'm pressing 2 flaps down, taking a piece of tape, pressing and closing those 2 flaps towards or on the tube, and then I'm going to do the rest in the same manner. And you can see each flap that you put down further closes that tube so that you don't have your buttons, your beans, you don't have anything flying out of your rain stick. You don't want beans and macaroni and buttons all over the house. All right, so I like to squeeze it a little bit. Then I'm going to take a long piece of tape, and I'm going to further secure this. Can you see this? Wrap it around the second end cap like that. So you've got a closed tube. Now you can use anything that you want to decorate your tube. You can use pieces of wrapping paper. There's templates in there that you can make strips of paper. There's a template. There's another one like this. I created, here's one template where I actually colored my heart and my star and cut them out, and I put them on my rain stick. There's the star, there's the heart, and you can see that I've used some of my, on each end, I've used cut strips and used my wrapping paper, and in the middle I used this wrapping paper, and then I used my markers to cover the rest. And I had a couple of pom-poms laying around the house, so I put those on the end, and then I put some strings on it. And this is what it's going to sound like. And once again, you can test it before you close it up, but I hope you can hear that. And it emulates sound. And the great thing about this particular project is not only are you talking about rain sticks, but you're talking about how to emulate sound. And when it hits against something, you're talking about not only rain and water, but the properties of sound. So I hope that you, once again, decorate your own rain stick however you want to, and I hope that you'll do a little research about how important the rain stick was to a lot of cultures. But nowadays, the rain stick not only is used to invoke rain, but it is used as a musical instrument. You can dance around the house, dance with your favorite music, but the rain stick is a lot of fun, it's educational, and I hope that once again you'll do a little research about who, what, why, where, and when, who created it, what they created it for, where it may have come from, who brought it to what continent. It's really a very interesting tool, and it was used once again in ancient times for ceremonies to bring rain. So I hope that you will do your research. I hope that you have fun, make your own rain stick, and thank you so much for watching. Take a look at some of our other videos and look on our Public Works website for videos, programs, and other opportunities to learn about good water stewardship. Thank you so much. Take care and be well.